If you look at the screen, you'll see that first video uploading. It's at 86%, so hopefully this doesn't slow down this match because it's about ready to start. We'll definitely take the play. This is a keep, for sure. Yeah, it's keep. Plains first. We're not fetching yet. Yeah, I can't think of any reason not to run out plains first, so plains first. Okay, green. So this could be green-red. Could be another pseudo-mirror match. We'll have to find out. Abzan. Cool! Alright, I think we have a pretty decent matchup against Abzan. So we can Banishing Light this off right now. I don't think we need to, though. No real need for that. So what I'm kind of thinking about here is instead of the Courser just running out the Eidolon, and I like that better. So I just like getting the Eidolon online here. Obviously, we're grabbing a forest. Because we can then next turn, if we hit a land off of Courser off the top, or right here, okay, then we can go Courser Banishing Light, and that's just really strong. I'm not going to offer the trade. I don't really want that trade if I can help it. I'm going to let him get in. So things that would be really bad for us just right off the bat would be Jamoke's command, and he's got it. So yeah, obviously this is horrible for us. Okay, so he's not fighting. Okay, so that's not actually that bad. If I were him, I think if he's got any sort of thing in hand at all, I think I fight there and just take the trade. I mean, maybe that's incorrect, but I just think, you know, if he's got any sort of hand at all. So we know there's not going to be a thing on top, and Banishing Light I don't think is getting any better. So I could Banishing Light here. Maybe it's just Banishing Light. No. For the same reason why I wasn't Banishing Light before, it's not Banishing Light now. We're dropping out of Courser. I didn't have to tap that last land, but it's not even going to end up mattering, even if this goes away. Yeah, Courser's better here. Get to get in for 2. He can attack, and I think I'd just take again, because we have the Silk Wrap on top. He's got another Dramoka's command. Okay, so we're having a great day so far. If we win this matchup, we have pretty good matchups because he's pretty much hit everything ever that he could ever want. So the interesting choice here is I could go Courser and hope there's a land on top. And I think that's just what I'm gonna do. And there's not land on top. That's okay. We're still okay. I just can't afford to block here, which might bite me in the ass. All right, we got third Dramoka's command, or no? I'm just gonna take. As I say, if he wants to pump, it's gonna take a lot of his turn. I don't really care. Probably Rhino here. Yeah, Rhino it out. Sure thing. Not in doubt. Rhino it out. I could Banishing Light the Rhino. That's really bad if he gets if he has another Dromoka's Command, but I don't think he's gonna have 3 right off the bat. So here's the deal. I am gonna Banishing Light the Rhino, and it might just make me lose, but I'm gonna do it. Reason being, if he has the 3rd one, we're probably lose, or if he has another, Dromoka's Command, we're basically just losing anyway. At least pre-board. There's not too much we can do against that, and we're gonna throw out the Mystic. If he doesn't have the Dromoka's Command, this is actually okay for us. Okay, so he might just have a 2nd Rhino, so I have to block here. But I'm going to block with the Mystic. We don't need it. Sure, we don't want to lose it, really, but we don't need it. This way, if he's got a 2nd Rhino, we don't just lose. And he does have 2nd Rhino, so we played that right. Okay, we really wanted to see a land on top. We just got to run back the same thing. We're Banishing Lighting another Rhino. We're living the Banishing Light Rhino lifestyle right now. And we have to block this turn here. We have to block. Obviously, we're at 5. He can pump it to 5. Again, if we somehow get out of this game, it says good things for us. Yeah, pump, sure, that's fine. That's fine. Close our Corsair, we're gonna have to soak crap. It's kind of unfortunate, because if his hand was, Alright, so real quick, let me think real quick. Is there any reason why Citadel Siege is better here than Soak Crap? It's just more mana efficient. Yep, okay, so I'm gonna Siege. I don't think there's any way that, this is any worse than this in this situation. Obviously, if he draws Dromoka's Command, we just lose. Obviously, we're naming dragons. I don't think we can get, screwed out of this. We don't have any responses. Our responses, we're tapping down something. Whatever can attack, which is the Death Dealer. Okay, he's got a Herald. Alright. Top. Okay. So, obviously we have to Silk Wrap something. We're going to Silk Wrap the Rakshasa Death Dealer. He'll have to take a life from this. Yeah. And we can still just tap it down. He is at 14, and he's gonna, he's not going up unless he plays another Rhino, which we'd be pretty done for. Okay, alright. So it's amazing if somehow the fact that he loses life off these guys kills him. Alright. Okay. So we can Eidolon and draw a card. But that prevents us from being able to play anything we draw right away, at least. It's arguably safer, but we still have 3 Silk Wraps in the deck. I think we dig to a Silk Wrap off this, and it doesn't change anything. We're still taking 3 if we play the Eidolon. So we're gonna do this. Okay, we hit Citadel Siege. Good thing we don't need any of those cards, so okay, he's going to 9. Bad news is if he has a well, what's it called? Okay, takes the siege, sure. If he has a rhino, we're just dead. But if he has a rhino, we're just dead. Exactly what I just said. So, now if we hit a Yavimaya Coast, exactly a Yavimaya Coast, we can play this archetype and trade. Oh, okay, he's gonna have he's got plus it up. All right, so he's got that. So we saw a lot of X3s, a lot of heralds. Okay, so we're conceding this. So he's playing aggro. Disdainful Stroke isn't all that great, really. God, the sad part is I don't really know what he's playing. Obviously he's playing some version of Abzan, but I can't tell if it's like more of an aggro list, or I mean, it's got the Death Dealer, which makes me think aggro, but he didn't have, I didn't see any Den Protectors, I didn't see any Death Mist Raptors. What we are doing is we're bringing in Negate. We maybe don't need the 4 full copies, but I might just try to fit them in anyway. I think we still want an archetype. We still want our Silk Wraps. You definitely want Nyx Fleece, just because it's more things that we can sack instead of like Starfield or Vanishing Light. Nyx Fleece still blocks. Lose 1 siege just because it's slower. Do I want to drop the negate? Negate's just really important for the Dromoka's command is all I'm thinking. And having the full 4 just means that we're, obviously more likely to draw it. I'm just going to drop Starfield. We got Crewfix Insights to dig to them. We got ways to dig to those. Yep. And of course, by no means do I think I'm like an expert at playing this deck or Magic in general. So everything I do could be completely wrong, but you kind of just have to see. Okay, we're gonna drop planes first. Although we don't want to draw land, so it's arguable I could have scried there. Okay. Alright. Good, our hand's a little resilient now. We're gonna keep that on top. Yeah, we don't have the land to play it, but we're gonna want it. We're gonna need it. Where does he put that? Top, okay. Likely a Dromoka's command. I mean, there's not really playing around it for us. That's not how this matchup works. Okay, awkward Heath on top. He is playing slow. Maybe he went to control, in which case these negates are still really good. Okay, that makes me think that he didn't, though. So, the question is, do I want to play the Eidolon now? I think I do. Believe I do. If he's got Dromoka's command, the Eidolon is horrible, though, because he fights and makes me sack. Well, no, I just sack the Eidolon, then. I sack whatever he fights. Okay, so we're just gonna play out this plains. I think that works that way. I hope that works that way. I might be thinking wrong, but this is probably just better anyway. Not attacking. Just always gonna yield to that. Take your damage, bitch. Yep, like I said, we really want to dig to that island if we can get there. Self-inflicted wound. Okay. We're gonna ditch the courser. Dromoka's command. Another self-inflicted wound. Fuck this guy, man. Has all the sideboard cards ready to rock. Ready to rock. Yep, do this. Do this. That's not what we're looking for. Awkward to crack with that on top. We're not gonna crack. We're just gonna pass the turn. We don't need this Mystic right now. I mean, this might just be, you know, a bad matchup for us. I also don't think I have like the best. I've had the best draws, but you know, can't really blame it on that, I guess. Okay, get some up in here. We want a little scry action in life. Harold's bad here. You know, we just don't need it. Silk Wrap's kind of bad too. We're pretty far behind. I don't know if we can come back from this. I'm just taking it. Okay. Now this is fine. Well, is it fine? Let's see. Fleece Bane's not our problem. It could be our problem in a minute here, though. Yeah, we're in a really bad spot, actually. It's like an Oscar situation where we need that Silk Wrap. But we also need to answer the Rhino. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna spin this wheel and we're gonna hope. Starfield. Okay. Okay. I mean, we're just jamming it because, you know, I mean, what else can we do? No attacks, clearly. Okay. Take 3. We don't want to take 3. We gotta block the Rhino and then chump the... Yeah, yep. If he's got another Rhino, we gotta do it this way. Does this give us a chance to win, though? Okay, so they're playing to our outs here. If I do this, next turn, I return something, probably an Eidolon. Yeah, definitely an Eidolon. And we're kind of at the mercy of whatever's on top of our deck. If I don't do this and he has the Rhino, of course we just lose. But we would have the... If he doesn't have the Rhino, we have a Courser. Potentially. Nah, he probably still kills the Courser. Yeah, we just gotta do this. And the Fenza. Well, boys, I think we're losing this one. Um, it's very crucial we get the Eidolon. Yes. We draw something. Not really what we wanted. It is a creature, though. I don't know that we can survive this turn. I mean, we certainly can't play around him having Rhino this turn, so... No tax. Oh. Yeah, it was a shot. Yeah, okay. Block here, go to 1. I don't think we have any outs anymore. Yep, we lose. Okay, well, lost that round. You know, I don't really think that there was too much we could have done there. We just kind of got unlucky with our land. It's kind of what happens if the deck sometimes. So the one time that the deck doesn't do well post board is when you like if you need those negates and you don't hit them. I mean, I guess that game it didn't really look like it would have mattered all that much anyway. I don't remember if he cast anything. I'll have to go back and look that I could have negated. But somehow, yeah, he must have, because somehow my guys ended up in the graveyard, and I don't think I just blocked with them all. Yeah, so I mean, if I think we just kind of got to get a little bit of luck as far as a good starting hand goes. You want to have that early draw, and if you don't have like the negate ready to rock in hand, it can be a rough matchup with Abzan. I don't things I could have brought in differently. I guess I could have brought in Valor Stance, which might have been okay. The only issue is I didn't want to do that, seeing that he only really showed me Rhino that I could kill with the second mode. Sure, I could have made my things indestructible. I don't remember how often. Like I said, I think the negate was just better, just because he's got Dramoka's command. We do that. Oh, that's right. He had self-inflicted wound. The fact that he had 2 of those in his opening hand, like he just had the right cards to answer our board completely. That was really what did us in. Now I think about it. Yeah, there was just no coming back from that sideboard action that he had going on there. So, well played by him. Nothing really we could do. We'll just look to win the next round, hopefully, and prize out a little bit. Yeah. I don't think there's anything we could have done different, but we'll see.